Hello gang, good to have you back again. Of course, if you're tuning in for the first time, I am the Articulate Grunt. Welcome to my channel. Now, the midterm elections are literally tomorrow. I'm getting this out late because I was trying to get some extra information together, but it didn't come in, so I'm getting out with what I've got. I'm only missing one thing. Now, like many Americans, my political views, my opinions on numerous subjects fall all over the chart. Some folks are diehard in one camp or the other. It doesn't even matter if the candidate goes against their personal beliefs. That's their party, that's their candidate, that's the way it goes. I like to learn about the candidates themselves and figure out who best fits or most closely fits with what I believe and where I stand. And basically I'll weigh the candidate's stances, where they stand on different issues, like a scale. And whoever I'm closest to is who I cast my vote for. And it usually winds up being the Republican, but I love to find a good independent. Sometimes, even if they don't have the highest score and balance on the scales, I love to find a good independent. Simply because some people might say, I'm wasting my vote. But if they get a few more votes, 1 or 2 extra percentages up, I can always dream that maybe it'll help to make Washington wake up, and the politicians will start to care more about the people of this country and this country itself, rather than just their party's agendas. Anyway, getting off that little rant, I met the incumbent, Billy Long, this last year at the Missouri Republican Convention, the get-together. I had an invitation, I showed up, he had a little thing going, and there wasn't much of a line, so I jumped in the line so I could meet him. He's my representative, why not? And one of his campaign assistants came by meeting folks, find out who was who and everything, and I couldn't believe that, when I got up to meet him, there was only 2 or 3 folks in front of me. I could actually hear the staffer tell him, just a constituent. Just a constituent. He just shook my hand. I'm Billy Long, nice to meet you, and I was gone. Everybody else he was stopping to talk to, make a couple quips with, a couple little jokes or something. I'm Billy Long, it's nice to meet you, and that was it. Moved on to the next folks in line. I wasn't with a lobbying group, I wasn't with a political group within the party. I wasn't worth his time, I was just a constituent. So, I went digging. Here's the information on the 3 candidates we've got running tomorrow for 7th Congressional District Representative. Now, I've got notes to the side. This will be quick, but I may glance to the side every now and then. Our 3 choices are the Republican incumbent, Billy Long, trying to retain his seat, which doing so this time will enable him to take a federal retirement. Democrat Jim Evans, and Libertarian Kevin Craig, both of whom Long has beat in the past. Now, Long is easily the favored frontrunner, having defeated both opponents in the past, like I said, and being a heavily Republican district, which has not been swayed away from the Republicans' control since 1958. Here's a quick look, though. Opinions on the economy. Long says we need to pass along 380-plus Republican job bills that have been put together, plus get the Keystone Pipeline construction going and underway. Evans, the Democrat, says we need to stop American companies from outsourcing jobs, increase U.S. exports, and renegotiate trade deals. He also opposes the Keystone Pipeline. Craig, the Libertarian, states simply that both opponents are mistaken to think that the government has any role to play in improving the economy, and everything the government tries to do apparently diminishes the number of jobs. On federal spending and the national debt, Long has a history of supporting a budget blueprint to freeze discretionary spending and turn Medicare into a voucher system, which obviously did not pass. Evans claims that the current financial situation is the fault of skewed tax cuts benefiting the wealthy, and that Medicare and Social Security need to be protected, not privatized. Craig claims he is the only one who will fight for significant spending reduction, as Evans sees government as the solution to all problems, while Long is more interested in preserving power and political position to actually shrink government. He says he'll fight, but I've seen no details on how. Now, on the social issues, Long is against gay marriage and abortion, but says government should steer clear of the marriage debate, as it was born in the church and should remain in the church. He opposes restricting gun purchase and possession. He also stands against illegal immigration to the point of deploying the National Guard to the border if necessary. Evans supports same-sex marriage, and while supporting legal abortion for health and safety, appears to believe abortion needs to be reduced through better education and availability of birth control. Evans' stance on immigration is a bit confusing to read, but seems to come down to welcoming illegals without criminal records while deporting criminals, while offering incentives for illegals to go back to their countries of origin once conditions there have improved. Unfortunately, one of the things I was waiting on is I could not find his stance on gun control. I also couldn't get a response. I messaged his campaign headquarters, sent emails, I tried calling. I also messaged him on both his campaign and personal Facebooks. A week passed, no response. So be it. I can't find it. Now, Craig the Libertarian, I quote, said he would probably support states being allowed to ban gay marriage in states where it was the will of the people, is against abortion as it is against the laws of nature, and, I quote again, is murder. He supports free gun ownership and the dissolving of the ATF, the Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. On immigration, Craig's position is hard to decipher, taking about 30 minutes just to read through his printed statement with no clear "I stand here" statement to it. But I believe deciphers down to being open and understanding, welcoming illegal aliens, as the Bible instructs, while in the next breath referring to them as possibly being the invading army which could well be the Lord's judgment against this country, with an overall appearance of heavily in favor of immigration. That's the facts and information on the primary points as I can find them on the three candidates. Remember, get up, get out, get involved. This is a quick and easy one. Go down, vote, because really, if you don't and it comes out in a way you don't like, and you didn't even bother with the simplest thing of voting, you really got no room to complain because you didn't take part at all. And everybody who voted for whoever won or lost, they at least did. Take care. I hope this found you in the best of health. I'll catch you next time. I am the Articulate Grunt. Until then, out from here. Bye.